Hi, I'm Laura Fox, the principal here at Ciboney Center for Excellence in Virgin Gorda. Early childhood development is such a critical component of any society. The majority of development in children happens between the age of birth to age 8. So when we talk about early childhood, we really need to be talking in the context of building a house. When you're building a house, your foundation has to be strong. If you don't have a strong foundation, anything you put on top of that can crumble, falter, or need a lot of remedial work. It's the same thing in early childhood. Early childhood is the most important part of a young child's education. We have to get it right at the beginning. And getting it right doesn't mean academically focused. In early childhood, we need to be focused on developing those social skills, emotional health and regulation, fine and gross motor skills, literacy. And when we talk literacy, we're not talking about reading and writing, we're talking about exposure, developing oral vocabulary, developing confidence, reading to each other, engaging in imaginative and creative thinking, and just the whole development of our children. Early childhood is where it's at, and that's where our focus is here at Ciboney Center for Excellence. So learning through play is a critical component of our institution. We were established in 2003, and one of the main components of early childhood is developing that creative, critical thinking, questioning, experiencing, all through learning through play. So in our centers, whilst we have teachers facilitating the learning process, a lot of this is driven around student self-exploration. They engage in a variety of centers that can go from building to sand and water play, developing those critical fine motor skills through sorting. Gross motor skills happen out on the playground. So spending time out in nature, whilst they are questioning and exploring scientific concepts, they're also learning how to develop those key gross motor skills that help their growth and development as they move along. In our teacher-engaged centers, we're helping facilitate the process, having conversations, engaging them in dialogue, and causing them to think and grow throughout the learning process. Stepping it up for early childhood is something we've been doing for a long time, and it's something we can encourage within our community environment. The importance of early childhood, we think, is still yet to be fully recognized, and it's something that as a territory we truly have to look at and work to develop in order to change the critical education path. For us, stepping it up means engaging in our community, letting our kids expose the community to what they are doing, and challenge, honestly, some ways of thinking about early childhood. Here at Ciboney, we are very clear with all of our parents that our children are going to be actively engaged. They might be getting dirty sometimes. They're going to be exploring. But part of that is all the growth and learning process of our young children. In order to develop critical, creative thinkers for the world that is ahead of them, and as they engage, they need to be exposed at a young age to those things such as risk-taking, stepping back and thinking, building puzzles to develop those critical pathways in their brain. So stepping it up for early childhood is something we all need to get on board with in the territory. All centers are doing it, and we need the community to see the importance of it.